All right, Go Mode Podcast. Welcome, one and all, to the Mentor Tournament 2020 Round 4 Swiss. This is Zach versus vZakat. I hope you are all ready for this race as much as I am. My name is Cinaeth, and I will be your commentator. I will be your restreamer. I will be helping do tracking and doing all the background stuff. So we're busy over here tonight, but I hope everyone's vibing and having fun. We're about to come into this, and I'm going to try and explain as much as I am able to, doing what we do here. So, Go Mode Podcast is a great podcast. Everyone should tune into it if they can. They go and explain all the things that happen in the randomizer with tournaments, and especially all around Link to the Past, like the logic and breaking things down. The Mentor Tournament, this is the last time that our racers are going to be mentored, but the whole idea was to get people into doing what are called Overworld Glitches. And Overworld Glitches is exactly what it sounds like. You can do basically everything in the Overworld with a few exceptions. There are like one or two things that we cannot do. We're going to prove once and for all that Breath of the Wild is not the first Zelda game that you were able to climb up and down mountains. It was definitely a Link to the Past, and we might be seeing, how much glue this game is held together with. All right, so we're going to just be switching over to our runners here in just a moment, who are readying up right now. Gonna let everything load in. There we go. All right, so Alright, and we have dropped the gate over on the racer's side. So they're just going to be getting going here in just a few seconds. Let's see what we can find on their items. So the trackers are captured directly from the runner stream, so we might be seeing them clicking on items and tracking them. Everything here is captured directly from the runner streams. And they're off. All right, 50 bucks in Link's house. We're doing a Link start here. So Link start is a fairly common start to the race. You either start at Link or you start at Sanctuary. This one here, you can go and check the Hylia Island item. Got a full heart. Nothing really that's too important right away. You can also go into Sarashala's hut, which is what vZakat is doing right now. We do a map check. We see 2 crystals and a pendant. Yeah, we still have Assured Sword. We still have the Assured Sword. Catching the first minute. Checks, how you doing? Hey, we got Master Sword over at Sarashala's hut. Both runners are kind of following each other on the same route here. They're pretty much neck and neck when it comes to room checks. Alright, re-quit to Sanctuary. Just a small piece of heart at the Sanctuary chest. Are we going to see a route divergence, or is both runners going to be heading to the left here? We just had another quick map check over on vZakat's side, so we now know that there are 2 blue crystals and a blue pendant over on Hera. So Desert and Eastern are both required. We don't know what Hera is holding for us yet, but who knows, it might have a required item in it. Alright, so we're going to come up to Lumberjack first on vZakat screen. Meanwhile, Zach opts to go for the Lost Woods check, gets a blue mail for their trouble. And ooh, bomb pack on the bush crab. That's a hype item right there. Money over in the woods, and Aga looks like it's $300 if I saw that correctly. So as far as we know, Aghanim 1 is not required. We're not going to be doing all dungeons today. Zach is going to be grabbing the bomb. Why are we going to the fortune teller, Zach? That's an interesting... Oh, maybe to get another bomb. Okay, getting a second bomb for both the blind hut and for the well. That makes sense. Void is not going to have to do that farm. He's already got 8 bombs. So not a problem there. Now chat, please let me know if anything needs to be adjusted, any of the audio doesn't sound right, anything that needs to be increased, decreased, you name it. And it looks like we're going to be doing a Death Mountain Ascent using a spin speed. This is new Death Mountain Ascent. And just like that, we're in to the old man cave. No gloves needed, no lamp needed. And Zach did skip Lumberjack Trek. I saw a 300 at Lumberjack. Alright, we're continuing to check Kakariko Village over on Zach's screen. Just 20 bucks in the well. Meanwhile, 50 bucks on Old Man Red Boomerang on Zach's screen, just getting picked up. And it looks like we're going to be doing a Graveyard Rush on Void Soul screen. Let's see what Graveyard's holding for us. We got plenty of bombs, so we're not going to need a whole lot of bombs in these pots. Nice bomb conservation there, throwing it on the second throw. 20 bucks in the back, no dice. Chicken Hut has a shield. Whole lot of nothing for our runners so far. Just some bombs and a boomerang so far. And a little bit of money. Alright, Void is going to be doing the Chris Houlihan room. Ooh, a book! Early book. And we have Master Sword. Okay, so for me personally, I would be going to Bombos on Zach's screen. Go to Bombos. He hasn't been up to Mountain yet. So more than likely, go up to the Mountain and route in Ether Tablet while you're up there. Alright, looks like Void is going to be going over to Hobo. This is an easy trick. All you have to do is fake flipper off the ledge and you're there. A bottle? I think we're going to be doing an up teleport over on Zach's screen to go grab that bottle. Looks like Zach has it. And now we're going to be doing another teleport. Probably go back up to Kakariko Village from here. Turn in that bottle. See what bottle kit or sick kid has for us. And it looks like Void is going to be doing a hair clip. And we're just going to be quickly checking Hera, the first 2 items here. This is a pendant dungeon. Big Key is not good news. It means that more items can be in the pool. As far as what we need to check. Void right now is hoping that this gamble means that we're not having to go see Trolldorm. And we have a map. That's not good news either, so we have to go up. We have to go up. There are 3 more items, only 2 in the dungeon that we can find. I don't believe Sick Kid had anything good for us, but definitely worth the check with the bottle being literally right here. And now we're going down to Desert. Now, this is an interesting play. Desert is typically a location you kind of want to avoid until you have fire. Because, especially if it's a crystal. Because you need fire in order to get to Lambo. Fire could be down here. Oh, 300 for Zora. Oh, and the small key on Void. This is going to be a full clear, I think. I could be wrong. Oh, a bow. Okay. Okay. I like this play now. This play just paid off for Void Soul, because that bow is required to clear Eastern Palace. It's also required to clear, like, a lot of the other parts of the game. But the most necessary part is Eastern Palace right now. And we're going to see if Trolldorm has the item. We're going to get the Shameful Pendant while we're here. Oh, don't fall off. Oh, we got a poke. Okay, now we gotta be careful. Now we gotta be careful. We got him. We got him. And a big key in desert. I missed the item. Did we get the item already? Was it an item or was it a dungeon item? Are we going back to the basement with fire? Because we're going to need fire to go to the basement. It was a dungeon item. So we got one more item in Hera. A blue cane on top of Spectacle Rock. Go check inside Spectacle Rock. What we got in here. And a powder. I would grab that. I would honestly grab that, because that's a check and it's safety. Yep, Void Soul is definitely grabbing it. No fire source with an item required Hera and a crystal required desert. Alright, looks like we're going to be going and checking Agina's cave, along with the Bombo's tablet, Cave 45. Getting all these checks off in one go. And it looks like Void Soul has been practicing this quick Hera clip. So there are two ways to get up to Hera. There's this quick way to do it if you're intending just to get into Hera and reset your screen. And then there's another way to do it where if you're intending not to reset your screen and go up to like GT or something like that, you do it from the other side of that ledge. We're letting go of the ferry. Burning the ferry. Oh yeah, that's another true statement is powder before Kakariko Village. 10 arrows on the island. K45 has another bottle. So we have plenty of bottles. And bear with me just one moment. Alright. I just had to close my studio door. A lamp in spiral. Alright, so with a lamp in spiral, that means that Void may go up to Hera, go check that item while he's still here, and then dip and go down to Desert. This is going to be a very nice route for Void Soul right now. Because we haven't been over to Kakariko Village, we haven't been to Desert, and we have everything we need now to do both. I think the only thing that Void Soul really needs at this point, and I mean there's one close enough, is a bottle. Oh, and Fire Rod! And we have a Fire Rod, so there's Fire Go mode. We don't need fire anymore. And Void is going to save and quit. I'm betting that he's going to the other side of the mountain. I think he was trying to do a bomb jump, and then Espeon told him, hey, no, just save and quit. Oh, we're going actually to Link's house. We're going to abandon Hera. Alright, so where is Void going now? Looks like... Oh, we're just going to do a Eastern Palace full clear. Not a bad choice. Very nice Eastern Palace clip. All right, up the bowling alley. Or the cannon alley. And Zach is just coming up to the mountain now, rescuing the old man. Going to be making some of the same checks that Void has already done. We're going to be finding that bow. Yeah, the indie game sprite showdown is amazing. Alright, second chest is a compass. vZakat is on the left. Unless you're asking me something else. Oh, the left sprite is Hollow Knight. I don't know if Hollow Knight has a character name. Yeah. Rolly Tops from Shantae. Okay, or Roddy Tops. There you go. Yeah, I wasn't familiar with that one either. And don't mind me confusing my right and left. The sprite's name is actually just the Knight. Oh, and there's Bombos. So the seed has given us early fire for literally every fire need that we could ever want. Like, in the game, the Hollow Knight is a whole different character. Good to know. I have actually never played the game. Yeah, this seed is literally fire with how much fire it's giving us. Like, the only way that this seed could be more fire is if it was literally, like, the screen was burning right now. Yeah, I know I need to play Hollow Knight. I have it in my library. I just have so many games. And we got the Moldorm pendant over on Zach's side. No fire source to go into the basement, so we're not going to the basement. We're leaving. And we're going to check the rest of the mountain. Oh, so vZakat tried getting a snarky arrow on the Igor here by going to the right-hand side of it, and the Wiggly guy decided to move right in the arrow path so that he couldn't get the Igor with the arrow. Cheeky little... Oh, I'm surprised that Zach is skipping that blue cane. Like, just straight up jumping down Spectacle Rock and skipping it. We'll see if they regret that later. And for those who don't know, the Hollow Knight sprite was made by someone who's actually in this tournament with us right now, Malmo. Malmo started it, and then another person picked it up after that and finished the sprite after Malmo started it. Nice little Armos Knights here. Oh, didn't get the quick kill, just 3 bombs on the boss. And a crystal, so that's 2 dungeons down. Versus 1 dungeon down on Zach's screen. Zach is going back up for that blue cane. After completely going around it. And gets it. Alright, we're seeing a save and quit on vZakat side. Alright, we're going to go do Southern Shore. We got 500, so we can do Zora, we can do everything on the Southern Shore on Void Soul's screen. So this is going to be a full clear. Void Soul not going to be running into a whole lot of, I gotta come back to this later. Doing some really good routing. And the seed's just playing really nice. Like, it's giving Void Soul everything that he needs in order to just one-shot every one of these areas that he has to go to. Meanwhile, Zach is finally getting that lamp, getting that fire source. Nice little dash to kill these Moldorms. Alright, what does South Shore have for us? We haven't been here yet. Let's see. Heart. Money. Heart. Money. Heart. That was literally just back and forth between almost the same items. I don't know. There's a lot of places that Moon Pearl could be. There are a lot of places. We could have to do a bunny over to the Super Bunny Cave in order to get Pearl. We might have to do some cheeky death warping to get there. But we will see what the seed gives us. Right now, it's not being so nice on items. And it looks like Zach is going to be making the same play that Void did, which is going over to the to Eastern Palace and clearing it out. And doing another clip. We're going to be seeing Eastern Palace clip twice this time. You know it's a good seed when you have two Eastern Palace clips back to back. And in the Waterfall Cave, we just have some money. More payment for Zora. Alright, Zora Ledge and Zora coming up here. Money on the ledge. And Zora has 300. That's a tax return if I ever saw it. Void is not going to pick it up. He says, no, Zora, you can keep your $500. I'm going to Sanctuary. Alright, so I think this is when we're going to start seeing our runners catch up with each other. Void is now doing Kakariko for the first time, but we have fired a full clear desert now. So we're going to be a boss ahead on Void Soul's side once he goes down to desert. Nice little arrow strat in that Stalfos room. Just as a reminder, if you are here for the first time, this is Go Mode Podcast, the stream. We are live from both runners, the Mentor Tournament Overworld Glitches. My name is Cinaeth. I am your commentator, restreamer. I'm doing a whole lot of different jobs here right now. And if you guys are not following these racers, go follow these racers. Go say hi in their chat. Go give them a good luck, have fun. You know, throw some emotes at them. Give them some hearts. Tell them Cinaeth sent you. Tell them Go Mode Podcast sent you. Because these guys not only put on great races for us to watch, they also practice in their off time while they're not being restreamed to be able to do these races. So, go give them a follow if you're not following them already. Go hang out in their chat. And also, if you're here for the first time and have not seen or heard Go Mode Podcast, we have a podcast that is published every 2 weeks. It is produced by the wonderful Dante, Herfy Durfy, and Timp. They do all sorts of cool stuff. Tell us a little bit about the randomizer, their experiences, the logic that can happen in different modes. Alright, we have a powder. So now we're going to be seeing Magic Bat Cave for the first time. And it looks like we might be getting a little bit of instruction from Espeon on how to do this exactly. But it does look like vZakat has this no problem. Alright, Bat, you got a pearl for us? Bat has the pearl, there it is! Alright, so that means that Zach now has to make their way back to Kakariko Village to look for that pearl. Can we get some bets in the chat how long it's going to be before we recheck Kakariko Village for that pearl? The Bat has the pearl. Pearl has been found. Yeah, a huge payoff for the delay this seed. Definitely, I agree with you. We're seeing 3 minutes, 4 minutes before Zach goes back to Kakariko and finds the pearl. I'm almost willing to bet that we're going to be seeing an Uncle check before we see Kakariko. That's my bet, is we're going to see an Uncle check before we see Kakariko again. Yeah, Zach might do South Shore and then escape. Alright, and it looks like Void is going to be clipping into the desert. Alright, so here comes a full clear of Desert Palace. Looks like Void Soul decided that he wanted that money after all. Oh, that's an interesting way to get in and out of the room for the key here. Yeah, Zora's money is no... See, the thing is that you don't take Zora's money, because Zora's money is dirty money. Because you know that Zora's getting that money from helpless adventurers who are paying him for items that are worth absolutely nothing. While money that's randomly found on the ground, I mean, I guess you don't know where that money's been, but at least you know that with Zora, it's coming from a place that is a questionable source of income. Oh, and we get a bottle check. We got a red potion on the waterfall ferry. Alright, so Zach is going to be disappointed with all the money that's over here. I'm kind of wondering if Zach's going to get the fanfare. Yep, he has to get the fanfare with how he's set up. So, in case you didn't know, there is a pixel to the right and to the left of Zora where you can activate this transition and have him throw the item out. We did see it on Void's screen, so you can see the item without actually collecting it. It might... I don't know if that was a conscious decision by Zach because he wasn't going to the ledge afterwards, or if that was a conscious, like an unconscious decision by Void because you're so used to avoiding the item to go to the ledge. Alright, we're going to be going to Agina's cave first, finding the item in here. Probably go to cave 45 as well. And here's the uncle check. Now, the real question is does anyone think that Malmo and Zach are going to decide to go to the Dark World and use Bunny to get the few Bunny checks that you can get in the Dark World before going to CAC? Because those are in logic. You can go to Super Bunny Cave, you can technically descend the mountain and go do some Dark World checks and do some Bunny revival in dungeons looking for Pearl. It is not the first time that the Pearl has been trapped in the Dark World. Oh yeah, Mirror and Escape would be super dangerous because Mirror and Escape would then push you to Great Fairy as well. Alright, Voidsoul going to be clearing out the last bit of desert while Zach is looking through Escape for anything to point them in the right direction. Alright, big key and a shield. So we have Fire Source. That means Back of Escape is completely in logic. We're going to be taking a death here to get to the back to the front of Hyrule Castle. I'm betting that we're doing this on purpose in order to do the Back of Escape. So that means we're doing the Dark Cross. We're hoping for a key in Dark Cross. Or did we already get the key? I missed that. Nope, we don't have a key, so we're hoping for a key in Dark Cross. Either for a key or for a pearl in Dark Cross. Which we know the pearl's not here. Alright, Lammo, what do you have for us? Just a map. Alright, that's full clear desert. And we did get a key in Dark Cross, which means that now the Back of Escape is in logic. And we got a save and quit from Voidsoul. We have everything in the Light World that I wouldn't say possibly can get, but there's not going to be anything in Escape that we're going to be wanting to get at this point. We don't have a mirror to push us into Escape. So I think we're going right to the Dark World. Oh no, there's the mirror! The mirror is in the Back of Escape. Okay, so this seed just got super interesting. So we have a mirror on Zach's side, which is going to force, or I wouldn't say force, but is going to maybe clue them to go into the Dark World to look for Pearl. Meanwhile, Voidsoul is doing a little bit of Light World cleanup, has a Pearl, but might be clearing a lot of Dark World looking for the mirror. We're going to have to see what the swamp item is, as far as if it's a crystal or a pendant. I think that's going to help clue in our runners as to what they want to do. Oh, and we're doing a King's Tomb check also for a Pearl. But we know the Pearl's not down here. What is down here? That is the question. Just some money. Oh, and this is an interesting... Yep. Okay, so Void Soul didn't do the clip right to do the Death Mountain descent there. So we did what is called an infinite screen wrap by mistake. That will hard lock your game. The only way to get back out of it is to completely reset and go back. So yep, now Zach is going into Dark World, and we're going to be seeing a fairy check here with the mirror. Alright, so we have pendants on ice and swamp. We have reds on pod and misery mire. Alright, so knowing that, when Void does their map check, the question becomes, are we going to see that pendant in swamp and then figure, okay, the mirror has to be somewhere that makes sense. Because it can't be in swamp, obviously. Man, this is actually kind of dangerous to the items that Void has. It might be some time before we see that mirror. Because you're typically not going down to the desert, or not to the desert, down to escape until you have mitts, or until you're like, I don't have mitts and I still need the mirror. Oh yeah, so anyone who's just hanging out in chat and wants to take a moment from Go Mode Podcast to highlight, just so that we have it to look back on as funny moments, like giving Espeon heart attacks, definitely go and hit that clip button to give us some highlights so that we can make some like funny compilations, fail compilations, you know, the usual kind of stuff. These Gibdos are giving Void Soul a hard time to get through this dungeon. 10 arrows and 50 bucks at the ferry. So now Void is trying to get the Floor Master to capture him, to take him back to the beginning of the dungeon. Yeah, getting it the first time would have been faster, but waiting for it the second time definitely burned a little bit on Void's side. Alright, Zach, where are we going? We are back on the mountain. Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Yep, we're going into Hera. I think we're going into Hera. And we're going to check the basement item. Because we have fire now. The basement item could entirely be the pearl, but we know it's not. So this is going to be kind of an unfortunate play on Zach's side. Oh, and a third sword over on the Swamp Palace for Void Soul. Going to make doing this fairly easy. We have a fire rod, we have a couple of keys, so we can clear the moth right now. Pearl was on the bat. The bat is holding the pearl. And in Zach's mind, Kakariko is cleared. We've been through Kakariko already. So we would have to get something to push us back to Kakariko Village, which I don't think we're going to see until we're doing another dark loop through the Village of Outcasts. Oh, Ice Rod. Okay, so that's an interesting thing to know. So Ice Rod and Fire Rod are both required to clear the seed because Turtle Rock is a crystal, which means Void Soul now has to know to go back to Hera. This is going to be an Ice Rod hunt for Void Soul. Yeah, Other Tom, you're completely right. And that's exactly what I think Zach is doing right now, is we're going to be doing a mirror DMD on the bridge and then checking chess game and sea house in order to look for this. This is not an easy trick. I have tried this trick once, and it is not easy. Especially, there's so many pixel lineups that you need to know for this. So many things that you need to know how to hold to press. It is definitely not an easy trick. I find it kind of interesting that we're doing a Bunny DMD versus doing the Super Bunny Cave first. But I think no matter how you do this, you're going to have to do this twice. But yeah, Tom, you're definitely right. Zach is now going to the Village of Outcasts. We have a mirror equipped. I think doing a mirror clip into the Sea House, doing a mirror clip into the chess game, and then mirroring back out and checking your Magic Bat while you're here. That's when we're going to be in Moon Pearl Go mode for Zach. Yeah, we're going to check Sea House first. That is not how you do this clip. So there's an interesting mechanic, I would call it, where if you push the mirror as you're entering a location... Oh, hook shot on chess game. That is interesting. Hook shot on chess game. We have mirror and hook shot. If I saw flippers anytime soon, like, that would tell me that there's something in Swamp Palace. Because we have 2 items in order to get through there right now. We need flippers and we need hammer. Hammer also opens up GT for us. Red Cane would also open up GT for us. So let's see what we find for a couple of items. We know that Red Cane's required because of Turtle Rock. And here comes the magic back clip over on Zach's side. So, yep, we're going to be getting that pearl right now. Alright, so I'm going to say this. Even though it took this long for Zach to find the pearl, I actually think that Zach is slightly ahead of Void right now. And the major reason I say that is because we have an Ice Rod that is in Hera that Void Soul is going to be hunting for a long amount of time. I don't think we're going to be going to Hera anytime soon because it's in the basement. And the mirror is in Escape. So that's another item that Zach has knowledge of that Void does not. And I don't know that we're going to be seeing Escape anytime soon without mitts. So we'll see if I mean, Void has the dungeon advantage right now. With looking at it right now, we're 2 crystals ahead on Zach. But Zach can catch up on those 2 crystals while Void is searching for his mirror and for his ice. Now, I'm trying to think. I don't think mirror is technically required by this. Because the only part that requires a mirror would be Swamp. So that's why I'm thinking it's going to be interesting to see where the flippers are. Because if the flippers show up sooner rather than later, that tells me that there's something in Swamp, and that's going to put Void Soul in a lot more danger for losing some time on this seed. While we clear out these dungeons and Zach is just retracing some of Void's steps, and Void is just doing a full clear of Thieves Town like you do. How is everyone in chat doing tonight? How is everyone? Let's get a temperature reading in chat. So sleepy. Is everyone having a good New Year's? Gotta stay awake to watch the race. Yep. Feel that. Been there, done that. Oh, not enough magic. Yeah, this race is super exciting. Alright, so Thieves Town is almost clear. I don't think we had anything too important in Thieves Town. I didn't see anything get marked on the tracker. So Thieves Town, while being a required crystal, and you're doing all these checks anyways, because there's really no faster way to do Thieves Town. And Moth is just being mean right now, hiding in this corner. Oh no, Dawn, that stinks. Alright, everyone, let's go to the shop. Let's go shop for some items right now. I want to see a conga line in chat. Oh no! Oh no! Did anyone read that, Ped? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so it's Red Kit. This is very close to an all dungeon seed. We need to beat every dungeon in the game except for Aga 1. Holy moly. Ah, Red Cane on the pedestal is disgusting. What is this seed? Alright, let's get this conga line started again. Get this, let's vibe to this music for a little bit. Oh yeah, you're totally right, Other Tom. That is entirely a mirror payoff. Oh man. So, I am definitely putting Zach in a favorable lead right now. With the knowledge that Zach has of this seed, Zach has a very favorable lead, I think. Alright, no flippers so far. Hype Cave was not hype. Alright, so I just realized something. Because the red cane is on pedestal, that means in order to do this game, you would need to mirror wrap into Turtle Rock to kill Trinex. Mirror wrap is required here to get all the dungeons done and get that red cane. Which means that red cane is not required in order to do Turtle Rock. So whatever's in Turtle Rock is either starting from the middle and going from the middle towards the front, or it's on Laser Bridge. So that means that if there is anything in Turtle Rock, no, Mirror Wrap has to be in Logic. Yeah, you still need. So wait, how do you get Samaria then? Samaria's on the pedestal, and the crystal. Oh, the crystal. I'm sorry, I'm not reading this right. So Swamp is required, Ice is required, and Terra is required for pedestal. Sorry, I for some reason thought that every dungeon needed to be cleared. I don't know why. I just had a moment. Alright, so don't mind me. Okay. So, let's see. That means flippers are required. Flippers are required somewhere in the seed. Yeah, some of Swamp's requirements could be in Turtle Rock. This is true. And they also, with that hammer, could now be in GT. We can climb GT right now, all the way to Aga 2. A butter sword in Hookshot Cave. Alright, so are we going to Catfish now? Yep, we're going to the Catfish. Gotta throw a bush in the circle, because you don't have mitts in order to pick up the rock. Oh, that means that there's mitts 1 somewhere in the seed, too. Power gloves are required somewhere in the seed, because of Ice Palace. Man, this is a dirty seed. Alright, we're going to be doing a pod descent here. And Zach is quickly catching up to Void Soul in Dungeons Completed. Alright, so what does Pod have for us? Oh yeah, they may go to escape soon if they are sticking to the 1 hour rule. So we're thinking escape right after Pod? Or on the next forced save and quit? So let's see. We don't have everything to get into Ice. Well, we do. We do have everything that we can get into Ice. So we could go to Ice first. And then save and quit from Ice. Depending on what we find here, we could also go to GT, because GT has a lot of items in it, and that's a forced save and quit. If I were in Void and Espeon's shoes, I think they're talking about GT at this point. That's what I think they're talking about. I don't think they're going to be going anywhere else. We know Misery Mire's Bombos. We have the Bombos. But yeah, I think it's going to be a full clear pod, then GT, and then we're going to do the escape check. Unless an item pulls Void and Espeon somewhere else. Which is very possible with GT and pod. I don't know. It really depends on how we do this, because we could save and quit from pod to GT, or we could save and quit from pod into escape. But knowing item density, if they're going to follow the item density, they're going to go to GT first. Oh, nice mage kill over on Misery Mire from Zach. So we cannot full clear Misery Mire. We don't have Red Cane. But we can go through here and see what 2 items are in here. So the first thing we're going to do is check, is this a Godmire? It is a Godmire. So I think right now Zach is looking for the flippers. We're looking for flippers and we're looking for mitts. Mitts and flippers puts Pedestal into play, which gives them Red Cane, which puts Misery Mire and Turtle Rock into play. And we know where the hammer is. The hammer's in Hookshot. So, yeah, that's it. So the only things that Zach needs to do is find flippers and mitts, and then go to Hookshot Cave, and that's pretty much go mode for Zach. Alright, so we're doing a full clear mire. We have a mirror, so getting back out of here is not that much of a problem. Nice little heart for Void. A little more life, a little more safety. We can get around the anti-fairy. Take a piece of heart while we're down here. And a key. I'm just going to put in the runners' links. Be sure to follow Zach, Malmo, Void, and Espeon for putting on a great race for us. This has been a super exciting race with where these items are being found. A key in the chest, and we're going to be checking the big chest for our last item. Hopefully it's not on Vitreous, because Vitreous is trapped by the Red Cane right now. And it's another key. So the item is trapped on Vitreous, which means flippers cannot be here. And the Power Glove. Power Glove and flippers cannot be here. Technically, all of Ice Palace, with exception to Cold Stare, is in Logic. And we're going to be doing our flip. We're going to be doing a mirror to get into Desert. I would say this is about 6 to 1, half a dozen the other if you get it the second try. Versus doing a clip into the mountain. If you're really fast at doing the clip, I would say the clip is faster. Alright, let's see what Pod has for us. We have not seen Flippers or the Power Glove yet. Yeah, the mirror inside does give you a way out, which is nice. That is true. You don't have to save and quit. So I guess that depends on... Oh, okay, so there's the Power Glove. Alright, so we now know that you need to go to Hookshot Cave in order to go to Pod to get the Power Glove. So then now we're just looking for Flippers for no mode. Now here's the other question. We have a blue cane on Void side. Oh, yep, here comes a mountain wrap. Clip into her to fix the screen. I think we're going to be seeing GT. Yep, we're going to Dark World. I think we're going to GT. Oh, we're going to do the... Okay, so this is the location I was just thinking about before we came up here. We have the blue cane. And I don't believe Zach has this. If the Flippers are here... Let's see. I'm hoping the Flippers are here. Let's see. Just a piece of heart. Alright, so the blue cane was just a wild goose chase. But it was worth checking while we're here, and we need to go up to GT. Yep, getting the hookshot out for spin speed. What did I say? We're not going to escape, we're going to GT. I hate that I'm right. But, yeah, this just makes sense in item density. This just makes sense with item density. Alright, so Espeon's probably going to be counting keys, looking to see how much that red cane is going to be needed. And we know it's needed. So, there's the big key. So we can climb right now. Alright, so the only thing that's going to be dangerous on Void Soul's side is if the Flippers are in right side GT. If the Flippers are in right side GT, that's going to be super dangerous for Void Soul. Because with what Zach has, Zach could full clear GT. Or I should say what Zach's knowledge has. He could full clear GT. Oh, not a good hook shot. Oh, okay, yep, Don, you're right. Thank you. I totally didn't even think about that. So, yeah, because... Yeah, that's right. The Flippers cannot be on the right side, so they either have to be on the left or in the climb. This red rank setup is not that easy. It's the one I use all the time. I find it easier than the blue rank one. Yeah, Red Meringue, homies for life. Definitely. Oh, and there's a single arrow. All right. Chat, what do you think? We now are in no mode. So Void needs to find the blue rod, the ice rod, and we need to find the mirror. We know the mirror is in escape. And where was the blue rod? Blue rod was on a boss, wasn't it? Para basement, thank you. Red Cane's on the pedestal. Red Cane is required, and it's on the pedestal. So this is an all dungeons randomized seed. Outside of Vaga 1. So almost all dungeon seed. Alright, Zach's going to be doing Hookshot Cave, getting the hammer, which is going to push them into pod to get the mitts. Or, because they're here, that hammer could push them into GT. I'm not sure which check Zach would want to do first. Again, from a density standpoint, it would make sense to go to GT. But it looks like we're going to Catfish and then to Pod. We're going to do Pod. Alright. Okay, so what pushes Void into going into Hera Basement? I can't think of a lot. Outside of doing a Ice Rod hunt and doing literally every other check in the game besides Hera Basement, which could lose them the race, that Hera Basement item is going to be the thing that really hurts Void Soul. So here's a good question for chat. I'm actually kind of debating on the late Kakariko Village play now. So and this is the reason why I'm debating on it. The late Kakariko play paid off for Void Soul in order to get the Moon Pearl early. But it also meant that he's checking less things to look for that pearl. That was I think that was the major reason we got that Ice Rod when we got it. Without looking for the mirror or the pearl, I don't think we would have gone down to Hera Basement at all on Zach's screen. So I'm kind of wondering if that late Kakariko play, this is a chat question, didn't kind of hurt Void Soul more than it helped him. Not to mention not having that mirror when we went to go clear Swamp Palace, or not Swamp Palace, Skullwoods on Void Soul's side didn't really benefit because Void Soul doesn't know the red cane's on pedestal. So we're doing a red cane hunt and an ice rod hunt without checking all the dungeons. I mean, we may go and check the dungeons and go see if the items are not on the boss until we get to a point of, okay, where the heck are these items? Yeah, the mirror location definitely, I think you're right, is what hurt the most. Yeah, that ice rod is definitely not in a very good location with the amount of items that are open right now. I can definitely agree to that. So we're just going to have to see how these runners route the rest of this seed and what decisions they're going to make now that we're in no mode. Yeah, that's true. In Void Soul's position, what I would be doing here is clear GT, which is what we're doing right now. Get Aga2 out of the way. We have the flippers and the gloves, which means that Swamp and Ice Palace are now going to get cleared. With Swamp, Swamp will get cleared to the point of all items collected. I don't know if we're going all the way to Argus. So that's a good question. Are we going to clear Argus when we do Swamp? And then the same thing for Ice Palace. Ice Palace is also a pendant. So here's the thought that I have for the mentors. Would you be suspicious of the flipper location not having Ice Rod or Red Cane, and the 2 crystal dungeons that you have left require Red Cane? Would you be suspicious of pedestal at this point? Oh, looks like we're going to be doing hammer pegs. Not a bad choice. Yeah, other time coming in, I'd be suspicious of Swamp. I don't disagree with you there. Swamp is a huge item location right now. A bug net. Going up to Sanctuary. Oh, this could be the play. We have the gloves. We can go back of Escape right now. That's exactly where we're going. Okay, this could save Void Soul, because this is where the mirror is. That mirror could push Void Soul into Swamp. Alright, and there's the gloves over on Zach's side. So Zach now needs to go up to Ganon's tower to get flippers. And Void is going to be checking Swamp. Void is hoping that the Red Cane and Ice Rod are in Swamp right now. Don, I completely agree. If the third item is not on the boss, Ice Palace might be a ditch. Alright, what does Swamp have for us? That's going to either tell us the full clear of this dungeon or to go back to Hera. I don't think there's anything that you can get at this point to tell you to go back to Hera. I think Ice Rod's literally going to be the last item we find. After, like, full clearing the entire rest of the game. Or at least, like, a substantial portion of clearing the entire rest of the game before going back to Hera Basement. Alright, so Zach doing the GT play. So Zach's gonna do GT, climb the tower, and get the flippers at this point. So Zach is functionally in go mode right now. Yeah, and obviously they were looking for Pearl. Yep. I completely agree with you, Don. Yeah, Malmo does say that a lot. Do Hera Basement now or do it never. We got a bomb clip coming in from Void's side. Bomb diver down. Alright, left side swamp first. We're not skipping items because we are missing too many of them. I saw that hesitation after picking up flippers on Zach's side, thinking, do I really want to open these last two chests just in case that they're silvers? Alright, can we get a prediction in chat? Do you think silver arrows will be found, or do you think that they're somewhere, like, absolutely ridiculous in the game? I think it's a good chance we're going to find silver arrows. Don saying, we're going to find arrows. Probably not the silver arrows, but... Alright, Don's got to be a little careful here. A bottle and a key. Oh, that's not a good place for the key. So that means that we might double dip into swamp. Or nope, we're just gonna go back up to the big chest now and grab it before going to kill Argus. This is not a bad play actually, because that's only like 2 rooms away to go get the big chest. Man, these bonks are not helping Void go any faster, that's for sure. Some bombs. And Zach takes a death on the GT climb, but has a fairy backup. So we're going to have to pay attention to that red potion now. Doing yet another diver down to finish out swamp, so you don't need to double dip it. That's 3 diver downs from Void Soul today. Alright, we do have a full clear swamp. We're grabbing the pendant while we're here. Alright, so what is Void Soul's next move from here? Oh man, that was a close 1 cycle. That was actually a pretty good. Pretty good Argus by Void Soul. And Dom pointing out that Zach had a really nice 0 cycle Wizrobe 1. Just enough magic to get through that torch room. Alright, so that green pendant is probably going to push Void Soul into Sarashala's closet. Oh no, we don't have a key. Did we not get the key on the Helmasaur? Oh, there it is. Nice. Alright, back up to Mountain Cave. Where is Void Soul going? This looks like... Okay, so we're going into the portal. We are set up to do the ferry. We are doing a ferry. Alright, so while we do the ferry, we're going to be seeing how Aga 2 treats Zach today. See how much the trigonometry homework has helped Zach on this fight. Oh, a nice triple. Very nice triple. Followed by a double. That's the end of Aga 2. Alright, so from here, I'm betting that Zach goes to Pod, then Swamp, then Ice. Or no. Pod, Ice, Swamp, Misery Mire, then Turtle Rock is how I would route the rest of this. We're going to do a save and quit first. Meanwhile, Void is checking the front of Escape. Still looking for that Ice Rod and the Red Cane. No knowledge of where the Red Cane actually is. And I don't think there's really anything in the seed that would give you knowledge of where the ice rod is. Alright, Zach, looks like they're heading down to Ice Palace. So this is interesting. So we're skipping Pod to go to Ice Palace, which means that we're going to do Ice, Swamp, then Misery Mire, then Pod, then Turtle Rock, and then game finished. Or we do... Hold on, let me think about that. Or we do Ice right now, then Swamp, then Misery Mire, then Turtle Rock, then we go and do Pod. I think the only reason you would do Pod last is because it's right next to GT. What do you guys think? What do you think the rest of the route's going to look like here? Right, but I'm wondering what order the dungeons are going to be done in. Do you think we're going to see Pod last or Turtle Rock last? Or one of the other dungeons last? And I completely agree. Void is probably going to dip Ice Palace right now. Right after doing this green pendant check. Alright, green pendant is the second glove. Oh, you're right. It's not marked on the tracker. Okay, I apologize. That is... Oh, wow. Okay, what Zach did needs props. That is not an easy trick to do. Doing a spin slash into the staircase on the wrong side of the staircase to enter the staircase very quickly. That needs props. Okay, so Pod, that makes sense. Pod has been finished. It just hasn't been marked on the tracker. Zach's just in go mode. They just want to make sure that they're finished this as quickly as possible. I just realized they can't do Misery Mire until they go do the pedestal. So they have to do Swamp next, and then they have to go up to pedestal, and then Misery Mire, and then Turtle Rock. That's how this seed has to be done now. Void's going to be in Ice Palace checking more locations because we're still Ice Rod and Red Cane from Go mode on Void Soul side. Nice little bomb jump from vZakat coming up. Some of the no major glitch tech that we've seen in this seed has been pretty amazing coming through these dungeons. Once again, if you are not following these runners, be sure to give them both a huge follow and give their mentors Malmo and Espeon a follow as well. They do streams on their own. They're doing a lot of practice on their own to make sure they can put on a good show for us. Be sure to check them out. And once again, my name has been Cinaeth. I have been your commentator, your restreamer. I am getting everything captured for you guys so that you can see the race, get the trackers captured, get everything captured so we can get this done live. And once again, if you're not in the Discord, you need to join the Discord. That way you can learn to do these tricks. We're teaching people all the time. There's nothing wrong with not knowing how to do these tricks in the game. And if you're not listening to the podcast, you need to go listen to the podcast as well. Because this whole tournament is put on by our very gracious host at the podcast. And if anyone wants to know where I'm getting the Zelda music from, it is from this video, the 3 hours of orchestrated Zelda music. Be sure to give these channels a follow as well and support them in helping us provide the music for this stream. Alright, Zach, save and quit. Back up to Sanctuary. We're going to get that pendant turn in. Pull the sword. Now, I think someone asked it earlier, and I might be forgetting. Has there been a pedestal required seed in our tournament yet? And there it is, Red Cane pulled out of the pedestal. Easy cold stare fight for Void Soul with a butter sword. Now we're going to Mire and then Turtle Rock, and then we're done. And we have a God Mire. We already have the big key for Mire. This is going to be a super fast Mire. What a time to be alive when we have a Godmire that actually is a Godmire. Yes, we had to double dip it, but it's still a Godmire. Or no, has Zach been to Mire yet? Or am I getting Seed Blur from Void? I could be getting Seed Blur. Oh yeah, we've been inside of Mire. So yeah, this is a double dip, but it's still a Godmire. Alright, Void Soul has everything that they can do right now, except for 2 dungeons that require the red cane. So in Void Soul's mind, the Ice Rod is either in a very terrible place, which is exactly where it is, or it's in one of the dungeons that the red cane is required. And we're going to be checking the pedestal. Here comes the pedestal check that we couldn't do because we didn't have mirror. And we have all 3 pendants. This is a blind pedestal check. Okay, so this is actually kind of interesting. We're only like maybe 3-4 minutes difference between these 2 runners. Can anyone rewind that back and check the time frames as to when we got the red cane for Zach and when we got it for Void? Yep. What's worse is exactly what Zahn is saying. Looks like we're going to Stumpy. Nope, we're going to Mire first. So this is a Godmire with nothing in it. So, yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe with a Hera clip up to TR, we could get the God Vision to go do Hera Basement. If we did, oh man, that's an interesting. We're a full dungeon ahead. Okay, so 136 is the time that Zach cleared Mire. Let's see what the time is for Void to clear Mire. Let's assume that we check and get the Ice Rod in Hera on Void's side after this. I want to see how much of a time difference there is. That Hera basement's going to put him at least another couple, like at least 15 seconds behind, if not more. Oh yeah, the spooky. Let's get shoutouts for spooky glitch, spooky action at a distance. I don't understand how it works or how to do it, but okay. So we had a pulled ped at 132 and 135. Thank you, Vash. So that means we have a 3-minute difference that I'm going to tack on at least 30 seconds for on Void's side, assuming that we get the God Vision play to go to Hera right after this. All things being equal. But now Void is seeing that we have Godmire. Is this going to push Void into clearing the dungeon? Alright, we're doing another... I think we're doing a Death Warp here. Oh, no. Okay, so that's an interesting clip I've never seen before. I did not know you could dash through that railing. That's an interesting no major glitches trick. Yeah, I've never seen that trick before. Yeah, Fire Snake pretending it's the Glitch Police today. Yeah. I have just never seen that one. That's a new one to me. This is a weird way to light torches. Well, we got it. We got the cutscene. So Zach had to full clear Misery Mire, but he had to do it in 2 dips. Void is having to full clear Mire, but is getting to do it in 1 dip. All we're looking for in Turtle Rock is the big key. And it can be in the lava chest, which is a mushroom. Useless. Yes. GT is clear for both of our runners right now. Ganon is active for both runners, so this is going to come down to if Zach makes a mistake in order to get to Ganon. But with a 3-minute difference right now between them, assuming that we go and God vision the ice rod. Man, doing that clip twice. That Dork Stay extension twice. And there's the big key. Mirror. We're getting the heck out of here. We're gonna go fight Cinaeth. And I believe we are not being... Well, okay, we might have an item on Cinaeth. So, silver arrows on Cinaeth would be really nice. Not required, but really nice. Meanwhile, Void is going down Misery Mire to go face Vitreous. Oh, this is a quick kill method on Cinaeth. Got trolled by the head there a little bit, but got it in the end. Are we going to be seeing another spooky action at a distance from Void? No spooky action for Void. We're not throwing in the block. We're bombing it open. We're doing it the slow way. Alright, that is the last dungeon in this almost all dungeons. I don't know if I would have save quit there. Oh yeah, that's right. All you need to do is save quit, go to Link's house, and then go use the portal at Swamp. Yep, that's fine. I probably would have mirrored and then gone over to GT. Don't activate the door. Just jump down the mountain and clip into GT again. I don't know why, because that's just a weird thing. I just want to go see GT again. That's all. I just want to go say hey. Oh, Mirror Shield on Vitreous. Alright, where is Zach going while I'm not sorry. Where is Void going while Zach is fighting Ganon? This is going to be a gold sword spin, Ganon. So, slow, but not the slowest it can be. Let's see if we get 1 and 1. And let's find out where our silver arrows were. Alright, that should be enough. We're now on a third phase Ganon. So that was a very clean 1 and 1 on Zach's side. Here comes another clip for Void Soul, going up to Hera. Fix the screen. And we're leaving. We're not going to Hera Basement. We're going to Turtle Rock. Setting up for a triple on Zach's side. Very nice triple. Getting triples for days. And there it is. Ganon is dead. And there it is with a final race time of 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 40 seconds. Zach is our winner this race. GG's to Zach. And we are joined by Malmo and Zach. How you doing? How was the race?
I'm so sorry, Void. I knew that Ice Rod
word.
was going to get somebody.
Yeah, that's exactly what lost the race.
Yeah, this seed definitely threw a lot of curveballs, for sure.
Yeah, definitely did. So I think what I was saying during the race that kind of got you guys that Ice Rod was the fact that you were still hunting for Mirror and Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so that Ice Rod was just kind of a nice side effect of the routing that you guys ended up doing. At that point, Void definitely had the lead because Void ended up doing a late CAC visit with the powder in order to do a full CAC clear.
Did he do it when he had the mirror or without the mirror?
Without the mirror.
So I was actually really worried that would screw him because if you don't have the mirror when you do Skullwoods, you don't check PED.
And that's exactly it. We didn't check PED until actually about 3 minutes right after Zach did, or pulled PED. So.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you blind pulled it? Yeah, because if you don't check it, you just blind pull it.
Yeah.
I'm amazed he's still going. This is a seed I would have DNF'd. Just looking for the Ice Rod and you know your opponent got routed. Feels bad, man. I DNF'd a seed last night.
But overall, was there anything that you guys think you had trouble with, or just like sweating because you didn't get Pearl and Mirror for the longest time?
We kind of forgot. Yeah, we forgot Gina's Cave, and then like we had all of these like one-off checks. It was like Agina's Cave. There was Powder. I think there was like King's Tomb and all that we hadn't done yet. And so it's like all these like one-off checks, and it's just like,
Gina's cave was my fault. I forgot about it and told him to save and quit out of cave 45 because I'm just so used to people doing it first, even though it's not good to do that.
Right.
Void, you don't have enough health for that.
Save and quit out of Turtle Rock.
Void, thank you. Feels bad. He's like, the ice rod's not here, right? If the ice rod is here, you don't finish this fast.
Yeah, so let's see if this Hera clip will push him into the back of Hera. Probably not, because we had to do this Hera clip to get over to Turtle Rock.
I think he's going to go into TR from the front. Hopefully he does Hera basement. Well, he has to correct his camera.
So future vision here, he's actually going to check Hera.
Oh, that's really good. He's going to feel good about this. You're right, you have future vision. I'm watching the restream. So, wow, what a seed to... we've had a lot of really good kind of races so far in this week. Both in League and in the tournament.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, is this the first PED required seed in the tournament?
I think so. We had an Aga seed for Mirror, but I don't think we've had a PED seed yet. The walking stick sleeps again forever.
Yeah. Man, what a seed, though. This was kind of a... I would say it was back and forth through the beginning of the seed. Because there were some routing decisions that made vZakat get ahead of you guys, like I said, doing the late CAC play. But not getting the mirror because Uncle was holding it. Or not Uncle, but Back of Escape was holding it. Yeah, that's... Unfortunately, we didn't go and get that mirror until Pod was cleared. We had the mitts. Save and quit to Sanctuary, and then go to Back of Escape that way.
Yeah, the mirror was a trap. Being just in the place where you normally wait for a mirror to get to it, and then the mirror being what gives you pedestal check. Also required for the pedestal. There's just so many ways you can mess up the seed, and as I always tell people, if you Hera basement, if you don't do it now, you just don't do it. So next time we clipped up the mountain, we said let's do basement on the way down. And sure enough, it was the ice rod. Because we had already followed the bow and it didn't lead anywhere in Eastern. So it didn't feel good enough, that we did the top of Hera and didn't get the basement.
Right.
I was a little worried about that going up there without a fire source. Same with Desert, but at least... I was going to say at least Desert... Both the items were in the front, so the fire source didn't matter.
I think Void's on track to sub 15. That is not be 15 minutes slower than us.
Right, I know what you meant.
So that's good.
That is good.
And that's going to be good for bracket seeding if we have to break up ties, which you normally do in these mid-range finishes. Obviously, there's no breaking up ties in the undefeated or unwinning, whatever you call it. The 4-0 and the 0-4, the R's can be paired together, but the 2-2s are going to be seeded according to their performance in Swiss.
Yep. Makes sense.
I didn't realize how little Void had left when I saw him in TR. So
next week, we don't know who you're versing yet, and we know that you're not going to have a mentor, and you're also not going to have a sword. What are your feelings going into your future race here?
Just not to forget any places. Try to be a little safer without a sword. Not dash into anything. But it's not too different. I'm pretty comfortable running without a mentor or anything. Maybe just brush up on some of the kind of more obscure clips. But that's about it.
Yeah, we went over a few before the race. I think a lot of people have trouble with getting inbounds at Floating Island. And then the maze race, which is a minor time save, but if you mess it up, you soft block. So that's a good one to practice before. Another thing that people are going to have to learn is buffering their teleports with a punch instead of a sword spin. And remembering to do so, because it's easy to muscle memory just releasing that sword and not buffering it.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't find the silvers, but I guess they must have been behind the cane, right? Because he probably full cleared GT, but didn't come out with
looking
cane.
for Ice Rod, so it's probably on the right side. Or maybe
Yeah.
Hope Room.
The right side of
Hope Room.
GT is kind of where we're thinking.
If
Because
it
we
was
did
in
Hope
we'd
Room.
have them.
Yeah, it wasn't
Did I
in
check
Hope
Hope
Room.
Room?
We had a heart attack in the top of GT when he left
the small key.
the helmet
Yeah.
key behind, and I thought we had spoiler log raced ourselves up the tower.
Yeah, so luckily you got it off the Helmosaur.
Yeah. Definitely a heart attack there, though, because I've done that before, not climbing with any keys, and then gotta go down to find one.
Oof. Alright, so we got a fairy revival over on Void screen. We're gonna be fighting Ganon with very little life. I think we're done with Phase 2, though. Yep, we are. So we're now into Phase 3 with 4 hearts. Ooh, alright. Let me make sure I can get you guys on the same future vision here. Bear with me just a moment.
Are you aching for a COCOM? How did it
No,
feel
I'm
doing
not.
no,
I'm just
doing all of
letting
the
you guys see what
commentary?
I'm commenting on.
I see you borrowed our trackers, which is probably wise.
Yeah, I was not going to try and track it.
I was kind of late with putting a lot of items there, so sorry about that.
No, you're fine. As long as they eventually get tracked. This is good music for this part of the fight. That's true. Don did provide co-commentary from chat.
Nice. I'll be watching that back if you guys want to join.
Oh yeah, so again, if you haven't joined the
Oh,
Discord,
no,
we do
boy.
watch parties, we hang out, we have fun, we learn tricks. You know, I mean, if you're brand new to Zelda, you want somewhere to learn, come check us out on Discord. If you are brand new to Link to the Past Randomizer and want to know a little bit more about it, come check out the podcast, Go Mode Podcast, hosted by our very cool hosts, Dante, Herfy Durfy, and Timp. And like I said, if you guys go back into this race and see any cool moments, any pog moments, any fail moments, funny moments, be sure to throw a clip on it. I'm sure that it would be very cool to get a clip compilation of some of the cool moments from this tournament to look back on, to learn from.
We already have a compilation of mentors getting heart attacks. You can add the small key in Mini Helmosaur room to that one.
Yep. We had an Espeon heart attack earlier.
Today? Oh,
Yep,
Espeon
today in this race.
Oh, that's fun. Most of them are Espeon, so let's keep it on theme. I'm very curious what this is now. Did he do mirror wrap from swamp to ice?
I will not spoil it for you.
Because we were too chicken. Well, not so much that, but we knew we were ahead, so we felt like we could afford to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
It would have
Better
been a
safe than
shame
sorry.
to be 10 minutes ahead and lose.
I will
minutes
tell
behind.
you. I will tell you this. It's somewhere on Death Mountain.
There aren't that many hard locks on Death Mountain. It's really just DMD. Unless Espeon had him go Skullwoods from TR, but we saw that he didn't do that, so. At least not from Trinex.
Mm-hmm.
Skullwoods from TR is something you don't teach on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe to pull Ped. But I don't see that happening, because there's nothing you find on the mountain that leads to Ped.
And there it is. Ganon is down over on Void Soul screen. Good game, Void Soul.
Still got the sub 15. Very good. And the sub 2. GG, Void.
GG.
I love seeing these closer matchups in week 4.
All right, and we are also joined by vZakat and his mentor Espeon. How are you two doing today?
I'm doing good, yeah.
We're doing pretty good.
Oof, GG. It was a
GG.
fun seed.
Yeah,
A lot of
that seed
curveballs
was
in
a
this
little
seed.
mean.
I take it you did an early escape.
Yeah, we did escape pretty early.
And you must
Yeah,
have also
that's what we
done
figured.
Hera Basement right away as well.
Yeah, we kind of did Kakariko early, and so we didn't have the powder at the time. And so when doing a lot of one-off checks, we ended up going back to doing Hera Basement. I think when we were doing like King's Tomb and somewhere around there.
Yeah, okay, that's the scenario, because I pieced together that you had not you did early escape and Hera Basement early, like obviously, but then I was like, well, why would you do that? But then that makes perfect sense now, because you don't have powder, so you don't get pearl, so you don't go to Dark World, because now you're looking for powder everywhere, and Magic Bat is the last place you check.
Where was Powder
Yeah.
anyway?
On the
Spec Rock.
mountain somewhere. I think.
Oh yeah, I was
So-
I would have had that powder. I would have lost this
Right.
race too.
So we did Cactolay, we get the powder, we get pearl in Kakariko, and we're like, great, they're gonna look everywhere for that pearl, and they're gonna last location it. Oh wait.
Yeah, I made so many like silly little execution mistakes all over the place, and still, like, especially after that blind ped pull for the red cane, I was like, we got this in the bag, we're good, we're home free.
Well, we didn't pull
And
blind.
then I was
we
in
actually
Turtle
checked
Rock,
it.
and you
No, you
finished.
did.
Yep.
You did.
No, you.
I
I'm
forgot.
sure
I've mentored
you guys,
Voidsole before, so I got confused.
you guys, I'm sure, have checked it. You checked it after, like, you did DMD into Dark World, and then did Skullwoods, and then checked it after Skull, and then that
Yeah,
changes your
exactly.
entire routing. You get to go mode 5 dungeons, like whatever.
That we both cleared.
We
Yep,
did
that's
double dip
exactly where
Meyer.
all the time went.
We double dip Meyer.
Okay.
Did you double dip Meyer?
Nah.
No,
we
we
did it
Alright.
once.
It was a
I've
god
gotten
Meyer.
burned
Did
a
you
lot
do it?
by like Hammer or something important being in Mire. So it's like if Hammer or Flippers or something are in Mire, I want to go ahead and get it now.
Yeah, I was thinking
So-
about it, but decided against it.
Well, I know
Yeah,
my
it's a fair
rationale
play.
was we know the cane isn't happening anytime soon. It's not just going to be sitting in Hype Cave, so might as well do
Right,
this now.
right. That it makes sense if you have the knowledge that Kane is on Ped. But yeah.
Oh, you
So-
found the other
uh,
glove. Where was it?
Oh,
Wait, I know where it is. I know where it is. I just
Pod
need
was
to think.
ours.
Pod is the unavoidable one.
Oh,
we
was it
got it,
glove lock?
and that
No, Pod is I mean it's on Helmasaur. You can't avoid it.
Oh, Helmasaur.
I
Where is
know
it?
that when we got it, we immediately were like,
Uh,
okay, let's go do Ice Palace.
Oh, it's at the hospital.
So,
Yeah,
the
green
hospital
pendant.
green pendant turn-in.
Oh.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get if you don't know that Ped is required.
Makes
Yeah.
sense because you do Swampy, you find nothing. You're like, well, I got to turn in the screen pendant, right? Because
Yeah,
otherwise,
exactly.
Yeah.
I lose.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it was just one of those seeds, you know. I don't regret any of the decisions we necessarily made outside of my stupid sweaty thumbs fumbling the controller around, but yeah, it was just having the mirror and not having to go mode all those dungeons saved you guys a lot of time. Well done.
And despite that, you still finished within 15 minutes, which is a testament to how close these week 4 Swiss seedings have been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on future races too. We're gonna have some really good matchups. Tomorrow we have 2 unmentored runners, Don Venier and Adalor, playing each other. Probably won't get live stream, but we'll definitely vodcast it. We're also gonna get.
mentor one of them. Okay, I will.
Well,
if I can find someone else for the other person, I'll mentor.
so the problem is that we have another race happening at the same time, and that was Dr. Bob and Render, and one of them has a mentor and one of them doesn't.
Oh.
So
Oh, I see.
I didn't want to have 2 races where one person was unmentored. I'd rather have one race where both people were unmentored.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And now we're at 3 mentors and 4 racers. So if we have one more mentor, we can have 2 mentored races.
Well, that would be
Well,
ideal. But
Yeah, that would definitely be ideal.
I think
Well-
Dawn and Adalor can handle
They
themselves
don't
without
need
a
it.
mentor at this
Don
point.
is beating me in most races. He doesn't need me. It's fine.
Dawn's insane. Dawn should
Yeah.
be a mentor at this point.
Yeah, Don can mentor Adalor.
There you go. So Void, speaking of going unmentored and coming up to our now official bracket races, we don't know who your opponent's going to be. We know that you're not starting with a sword now. What do you think coming into your upcoming race?
I'm actually very excited to go swordless. I personally have a lot of like confidence and faith in my clipping, so to force boots clips in some places instead of being able to use spin speed, I think that will help me more than hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely looking forward to it. It'll certainly change up how I approach Death Mountain for sure at the start of a seed, with not having a sword to immediately go into Hera and clear it.
Mm-hmm. Now, the other way that we could get both races restreamed at the same time is if we had a second restreamer, because then we could get one restreamed to Go Mode Podcast and the other one restreamed to Speedrunners Arena.
Yeah, but who's gonna come? Everybody's gonna mentor.
That's true.
I think we're gonna probably not restream these unless we can. That'd be nice, but a vodcast is much more realistic.
By the way,
Probably
if you guys want to help out in the background, be part of the crew, come join the Discord. We are looking for commentators and trackers all the time. As you can tell, because I'm commentating, I'm tracking, well, kind of. I'm capturing their trackers, but I'm also restreaming. So,
Oh man, yeah, you've been pulling a lot of work, doing a lot of restreaming for this tournament.
Yep.
You should,
Yeah,
you should train me on how to do that so I can chip in, because I'm pretty available on the weekend.
I can
Nice.
definitely show you. It'll be up to the mods in order to get you a key, but yeah, I can definitely show you how to do it. Alright, with that being said, and the credits just coming to a close here, do any of the runners, the mentors, have any final thoughts on the seed coming up on the next races, or just Go Mode Podcast in general?
I actually have a little bit of an announcement to make. I am starting a monthly async series for glitched modes. It's going to include everything from Overworld Glitches up to No Logic. We had so much fun with the weekly asyncs for the off weeks that I wanted to continue it. So I'll be posting those tonight. Keep an eye out for them.
Nice.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. I saw your little post about it, and I think I'll be playing the hybrids and the no logic, personally.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
I'm
forward to
looking
learning
forward
no
to that.
logic and other stuff so I can participate as well. So
Yeah.
As
This
am
is
I.
secretly a way to get you all to play No Logic, but yes.
I'm looking forward to learning the hybrid logic and then going back into no logic and just learning all the different race formats.
Hybrid logic is a lot of fun. That's honest. I'm enjoying those races that we've been doing casually on the weekends more than these, just because it's fun to have situations where your intended access for swamp is through a wall in mire or
Look.
Hera.
I had a seed, I think it was last night, where Mirror was on Green Pendant and Green Pendant was Argus. So that's the kind of fun that you're getting into when you play these.
Mm-hmm.
Is that in logic now?
Yeah, I guess it is, because that's where it was.
Huh.
And it wasn't even in
all the
Swamp, it was
Underworld
actually Swamp Palace's prize locking it. So you had to be clever with your use of fake worlds and so
I
on.
guess mirrorless swamp is in logic now. That's cool.
I'm gonna have to learn the specifics of that one then, because that would trip me up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to be doing a whole lot of learning. And again, if you're brand new to this stream and this channel, don't be scared about what we're talking about. We're not going to throw you into no logic seeds right off the bat. If you're coming in and you're like, hey, I'm brand new to Link to the Past and I don't know anything, we're more than happy to teach you the basics, get you through a vanilla version of the game, get you through like some easy randomizer settings, and then kind of build you up into what we're talking about.
Yeah, if you're new and looking to get into it, the Discord server is definitely the place to be.
All right, so with all that being said, thank you, vZakat. Thank you, Zach, for the race today. It was super amazing. Thank you, Malmo and Espeon, for coming out and mentoring these guys and helping them get through this seed. This is I wouldn't say your last one because you got a couple more to come up here, but after this week, you guys are done and you get to sit back and watch and be spectators.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, maybe then
Expect
Malmo
to
will
have
stop
more.
getting involved in all my races.
I have been in everyone's race, I think.
You
One
have,
way or another.
Yep, you were either mentoring my opponent or mentoring me.
Get my grubby fingers out of your race. I'll be doing comms on your races now.
Nice.
Oh, great, there we go.
I mean, she can just tell everyone how bad you are from somewhere else. Not to
Ooh.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Ouch.
Ooh, no, I'm the bad
rivalry
one.
strengthens.
Like, half of the people I'm mentoring this week are regularly beating me in races.
I am not in that half.
It's been really cool to see the variety of people that have come out for this tournament.
All right, and with that, we're going to be hitting end here. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming by. Again, if you haven't followed our racers or commentators, please go do so. They deserve it. And, I mean, if you want to follow me for all the work I'm putting into making this happen, I would appreciate that as well.